Ryan. Oh, what a catch! Talk about Pitts, athletic. For Kyle Pitts, he picks up 24.
But watch the ball placement. Not perfect. He just reaches back with his right hand and just snags it. Watch. I was going to say, those situations where your best players need to step up.
2nd and 8 from midfield. Ryan complete. It's the tight end Pitts. And now the Falcons are in field goal territory.
Kyle Pitts against Jabril Peppers. That's no chance. It's too easy. Look, Jabril Peppers almost quits defensively as Kyle Pitts runs. This is what we call a 7 route. He goes up about 13 yards and then now bends to the sideline.
Hayden Hurst, the motion man on 1st down. Ryan throws, good catch by Pitts. Oh, he fit that into a tight window, did Matt Ryan, and the fingertip grab by Pitts picks up 16.
Matt Ryan almost missed this window. Great extension and concentration. Look at, to be a great pass catcher, it's eyes and it's fingertips. But watch him hold these backers, and he almost missed that.
3rd down and 10. Ryan with time. Nobody open. Now throws on the run, and it's Pitts with the catch. 1st and goal, Atlanta. Pitts out of bounds at the 9.
And all that communication that we saw in practice on Friday. I mean, these guys didn't take more than 10 or 12 seconds away from each other, Kev. They were all over each other in practice, and Matt Ryan was continued to talk to Pitts and remind him all the information he needs without overload.
Big difference in the early going in this season. Ryan out of the gun. There's a nice catch by Kyle Pitts. You talk about securing it with your hands through contact. The youngster hangs on.
Excellent job threading the needle, using his eyes at the beginning of the snap to check the top side of the screen, understanding he's got pressure and just drilling that ball right inside.
16-yard pickup makes it 1st and goal for Atlanta. Ryan throwing, corner of the end zone, touchdown. The rookie Kyle Pitts, his 1st NFL touchdown. All Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons with a 10-0 lead in London.
The offensive line has been playing really well today. I'd run it up inside.
Play fake. Ryan throwing. Got his man, and out of bounds inside the 35 is Kyle Pitts once again.
And low. But let's talk about Pitts.
Mike Davis in the backfield with Matt Ryan. Ryan gonna go deep. Down the middle. And the catch is made inside the 40-yard line by Kyle Pitts. What a game for number 8 today.
Look at how tight the safeties are playing. And Pitts is just going to go right down the middle. They just let him go. Nobody even looks at him. They're concerned underneath, and then Ryan just unleashes it.
Tua shook off the interception last week against Jacksonville when the Jags got their first win. Ryan comes out firing and floats. And almost did Kyle Pitts with a one-arm grab that flag down. This is incredible. With one hand extending the arm.
Defense number 21.
It's on Rowe. It's on the defense, and clearly that was an excellent route run by the tight end Pitts.
Isn't it amazing, though? He has that breakout game in London a couple of weeks ago against the Jets, and now all of a sudden the confidence, and that's the biggest thing. We all know who Kyle Pitts is.
Out for the Dolphins. As Ryan on 1st down goes sideline, and there's Pitts with another great catch. Did he hang on? The official is saying yes before he went out of bounds and lost possession of the football.
Well, let's go through the process of the catch, right? So you got to have control, possession, and then time. So there's the control, possession, gets the 2 feet in.
That's your own right. It is a catch. Possession, 2 feet, and the foot, and the move forward. You see the game-winning drives on the career checklist for Matt Ryan, and here he goes. And open. Who else? Kyle Pitts. The tight ends are trading big catches for both of these teams.
not hard to figure out who they're going to go to. But you can't give that guy that free release off the line of scrimmage.
On a 1st and 10. The blitz picked up. Ryan floats one down the sideline and between two defenders. Kyle Pitts, another spectacular grab.
There he is lined up. That's 25. And who do you put over the top? You put Javon Holland, who I think is probably the best player in the secondary right now.
Holland came over for a moment. It looked like he might have a shot at interfering with that throw, but what a drop in. What a dime from Matt Ryan.
Tremendous throw. Tremendous concentration on the catch.
New Orleans D back out on the field. Falcons start from their 22-yard line as Ryan connects with Pitts across midfield all the way to the Saints 40-yard line.
On the outside, going to run over. He has been absolutely phenomenal. He's been on a tear in these last 3 or 4 games, and the Panthers got the better of him last week, but the Dolphins and Jets, when he was there, flexed out, he was really, really good. And Matt Ryan takes a little hit from Quan Alexander, but he'll take that big gain, and he's happy to have him back.
3rd down and 9, especially with some other injuries and players out today in the secondary as Pitts makes the catch. He was ruled out of bounds at the 26-yard line, but he picks up a Falcons 1st down.
And watch Matt Ryan's eyes, sees it the whole way. And I love that he's throwing these balls high. Throw them high for your 6'4", 6'5" tight end. Go up and get the football and put it in stride. And then, ooh, look at the athleticism. He almost broke completely out of that down the sideline.
3rd down and 7. Falcons empty the backfield. They must get to the 35-yard line for a 1st down. Catch is made right at the 35 by the tight end, Kyle Pitts.
Some really nice hands. Look at that. It's all hands. He gets it. Now, it's allowed to touch the ground. I don't see the ball wobbling or moving.
Ball spotted just short, so the Falcons must get to midfield for a 1st down.
Oh, man.
And they will. Kyle Pitts, wide open, makes the catch, takes it into Carolina territory. A huge play, a gain of 22 on 3rd down and 13.
You lose track of the leading receiver for the Falcons. He's right there going across your defense, wide open. And if the Falcons ever needed that rookie to step up.
After the punt, Matt Ryan got a block in there from Lindstrom going deep, and he's got his receiver. That's the tight end, Pitts. And put him at about the 17-player down, and that is a Niner as they beat Thomas.
Ryan had a sack earlier in the game. Delayed blitz. Ryan airing it out deep down the sideline. Pitts, he has it with a one-handed catch. Did he stay in bounds? Catching the football, the running back. Ryan throws. Catch made. It's Pitts working his way down to the 12. It'll be another Atlanta 1st down.
And even 17-5 would have been fine. Just keep extending this lead.
Ryan stepping away from pressure, throwing to Pitts over the middle, breaks a tackle at the 40, breaks another at midfield, and Pitts down the sideline. Tremendous speed, and Pitts finally caught at the Buffalo 19.